Fire Chief Elrama, Volunteer Fire Department, your Union Township's Fire Department. Billingville also responds to calls from Union Township, but we are the only fire department based in Union Township. My question is for you, if we have a 3-car accident right down here, 43 in Billingville Road with, say, 5 patients, you're gonna bring 1 ambulance, where are you getting the other ambulances from to transport the other people?
So every ambulance that has a municipal service has to have a mutual aid agreement with at least one other service.
So you're gonna have a mutual aid?
You have to, you are required to have a mutual aid agreement.
And you'll guarantee for other ambulances to show up?
I will guarantee that we will have mutual aid agreements. The way it works is when they will go to the next agency until they get the appropriate number of ambulances. Southeast Regional does exactly the same thing. If they need an ambulance at the corner of here and there, and they don't have one, or they need 6 ambulances at the corner of here and there, they're gonna go to their mutual aid.
Correct. And we don't have this issue at all with them. If we have an accident, we don't have to worry about finding an ambulance. We don't have to sit there and wait. They show up, and if they don't have a truck, they'll get us a truck. You know, and with you guys being new and not having no agreements with anybody right now, that's our concern with the fire department.
Well,
Because we're volunteer also, so.
No, I understand, sir. I'm in a catch-22. I can't get a mutual aid agreement with somebody until I have a municipality to cover, right? Otherwise, it's kind of.
Find another one.
I do it. So, today, as I sit here, I do not have a mutual aid agreement with anybody. I also don't have a 911 contract or township that I cover today, as I sit here.
That's all I had. Plus, with our EMS service, us with the fire department, we used to run the ambulance in Union Township. Elrama took over the ambulance after Union Township dissolved. And in 2000, right, well, 1999, when I joined the fire hall, it was starting to go down with the volunteers because of the people don't want to volunteer no more. So in 2000, we had to sell the ambulance and get rid of it, and that's when we relinquished, pretty much Jefferson came in and took over. And since then, we haven't had a problem with them, so, just hope you guys make the right decision for the township.
Thank you.
So on microphone is off. So on his point, is there a regulation on how far away you can get a mutual agreement? Like, so you need a mutual agreement.
Mutual aid
Let's
agreement.
say you can't find a mutual aid agreement, how far out can the person be that would be your mutual aid agreement? How many miles away ambulance service? Like if you can't get one with, let's say, Peters Township ambulance service, how far, is there a law that says how far away?
So I am not aware of any law or regulation that says a mutual aid has to be within so many. However, it makes sense for response time to having the neighboring services. We have some contacts with some neighboring services here in the area, so I don't believe getting a mutual aid agreement with a neighboring service would be an issue. But there's no reason for me to approach them to do that because I don't have a contract or a proposal.
My
So-
concern would be your mutual aid agreement would be the gentleman named Greentree, like that would be your mutual aid agreement.
No,
with someone
because,
coming out of Greentree.
No.
How far out would the
Correct.
mutual aid agreement be?
So again, based on response times, it would have to be a local ambulance service that's already here in the area somewhere. And everybody does it that way. They go to the neighboring community ambulance service. And for example, I have no issue with Southeast Regional. Should we be the contract that you choose, I would certainly reach out to Southeast Regional to see if they wanted to be the mutual aid. They certainly could say no. They have that right to
We'll
say
say
no.
no. We'll say no now.
That is their choice.
We're not gonna come and clean up.
I have one more public comment. So, did you say that Union Township reached out to you?
Yes.
So, why did you reach out to him?
I reached out to all of the surrounding EMS agencies that border the township, and that this municipality, or I'm so sorry, this EMS agency, was in news articles in the surrounding area. When I was looking up all the agencies, I also reached out to Peters. I also reached out to
But
both
my-
by community.
My question is not who you reached out to, but why did you reach out?
Because once Serums came to us with the new proposal, the board made it my job to make sure that the township residents were getting the absolute best service, and we had to do our due diligence by investigating all of the EMS agencies in the area.
So how is this better than what we have when they're not even an EMS agency?
I am the project manager, I'm not a board member to make that decision, but I brought them here and asked to meet with them because they said that there was a very, very real possibility that they would provide 24-hour ambulance in the township. And from the board directive, Mr. Dave Eskin, who has made it very apparent that it is his absolute priority to get an EMS agency in the township 24/7. And I had somebody that said they could do it, so I was doing my due diligence.
Then why isn't he here?
Why isn't he here?
Why isn't he here?
Give the beta serums.
Public comment. Can, please approach.
Sure.
or speak
Yep,
up and-
absolutely. I'll stand up. Janet Hollingsworth. I still live at 69 Hoggett Lane. So my question, Mr. Pasco, and by the way, I was appointed or voted to be the representative for the township.
I'll
So I'd like
need
to
your
speak with
email.
you, absolutely afterward. And I'm honored.
Thank you.
If you are still here, I would like to do that. But my question is, are you aware, I'm sorry, who did the $5 a head research? Was that you or?
I did it with, there's a gentleman named Dave Majewski. He is a supervisor for Forward Township. He's also an accountant. Our board is comprised mainly of municipal leaders from all of the municipalities. They put a financial division together, and we crunched the numbers, and that's where our stopgap was, $5 a head.
Were you given any kind of feedback from the community regarding the $5 a head?
No, just that I had to sharpen my pencil.
I'm pretty sure that nobody here or in the township would say we can't give you, I will personally give $5 for someone else to keep you here.
I will too.
Me too.
Thank you.
Since you're not normally here, I know this is off topic. Does any of the other communities that you serve have a problem with having someone on?
We have agreements with all of them for at least $5 a head.
No, I mean,
Oh,
her position on the, like,
no,
appointing her to the board, does any of the other communities have a problem with having a, voting member on the board?
so first of all, they would rather have a voting member. This is the only community that chooses not to, but they certainly welcome a non-voting member to come in and provide input and get information.
It's a solicitor's advice.
Yeah, this is, over the years, it's been tradition at Union Township has had a voting member on our board. This is the first time we've been told by any solicitor of Union Township that it's not proper. I don't understand why, but that's what you guys do.
Other community solicitors seem to be okay with that.
Every single one of them.
Thank you.